Marsh, the General Manager here at Sanguine Estate Wines, and this little guy here is my brother Mark, and he's the winemaker of the family business. We have a small vineyard and winery up in Heathcote in central Victoria, and Mark's just going to take you through the wines that we produce, and there's 6 of them, starting with the Chardonnay and then finishing with the Reserve Shiraz.
Okay, so we'll make this brief. The Chardonnay. Basically what style we make here is a very light, crisp style. We will pick it quite early, so it retains lots of natural acidity. It's more in the sort of the lime, how do you describe it, sort of nutty characters as well. So we look for freshness and acidity and brightness, so it's not too heavy. It doesn't see a lot of new oak, it only sees a small percentage. Yeah, it's an oak style, but we'll only see about 10% new French. The rest are all old barrels, and we'll only spend about 9 months in barrel. That's what we're looking for with that sort of style of wine. Then next we have a Bordeaux blend, so a Cabernet blend. Predominantly it's Cabernet Sauvignon. In most vintages we'll introduce a little bit of Merlot. Always has Cabernet Franc and Petit Verdot. The reason we like the blend is because it makes it a drink now style. It's much softer, the tannins are less aggressive. Lots of complexity there and lots of structure, so it will age quite a while, but it's more integrated and easier to drink as a younger wine. From there we go to a Tempranillo. Tempranillo is something we're very excited about. We're planting more and more vines with the Tempranillo. We've got a very small amount at the moment. We only do 5 or 6 barrels at best, so it's tiny volume. And what we look for in that wine is lovely sweet cherry characters. We'll generally have it in maybe 10% new French oak, so very subtle on the oak. We don't like it to be an heavily oaked style, so more in that bright cherry, but with little nuances of sort of tobacco and spice. Definitely finished spicy on the palate. Then we move into our Shiraz range. So in our Shiraz range we have 3 levels of Shiraz. We have Progeny Shiraz, which is a Shiraz Viognier, really bright, crisp, lots of fruit, really sort of mellow on the palate, not too much tannins. Can be drunk as an earlier style wine, but will age definitely. Then we move into our estate range. The Sanguine Estate is a more robust wine. It's a better selection of barrels. There's a lot more new oak, about 20 to 30% new oak in that wine, French oak. More structure and tannin and more robust, and the fruit is darker and richer, and there's more concentration. Then you've got our granddaddy, the Dorsa, which is basically a more concentrated version of the estate. So more lifted aromatics, a lot more new oak. This is about 70% new oak for 2 years. So it's also very integrated new oak. Lots of spice, lots of intensity, great length, and just a general sort of concentrated fruit bomb is the sort of style we're trying to achieve there, with lots of complexity.
And the thing too with all our wines is that we actually produce more grapes on this property than we need for our Sanguine Estate brand, which basically means that we pick the best of the best of the grapes that come off, and the best barrels to go into each of these wines. And the Dorsa being the best of the best. So technically the Dorsa is the best wine that we produce on this property because it's the best of the best. But stylistically it's intended to age, so it's whether or not somebody enjoys it drinking aged wine. So but it's also quite nice as a young wine.
Lovely as a young wine, but it's definitely structured to age. That's the brief overview.
That's right.
Very brief.
So there's our 6 wines. And if you look to the left of the video that you're just watching here, there's an opt-in page. We would be quite happy to send you across a free small gift if you want to sign in on the form there. I think you just need to put your first name and your last name. And we look forward to hearing from you and seeing you soon. Thank you.